about matter double shot.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for arriving late. So sorry.
Please,
Is that
leave the stuff is live.
I mean, it doesn't need anybody to touch it, right? Or do anything. And you silence your phone.
Yeah, I'm on airplane mode.
Airplane mode and it's still
Let him get to me.
now. Don't start doing things.
So I don't give a fuck, 'cause I know it's not myself. Don't really need your love. There's a smoke, I can't find people. I stay hungry, don't need much. See this Bible, cannot force it. Oh. can calm down, calm down. Dance with me and take the lead now. Got you so high that you can't calm down, calm down. Don't you ask, you know you're allowed, allowed. When it's you, I can't say no. 'Cause I baby, give it Say smile, say make her dance more. As me I wake up, me she dey my mind. Yeah, one day two, I wanna be focused. Now so me I call now, so let me go. I know you scared of my past mistakes from the baby. And I know if you pretend, say you no go sleep, just no go give it up. Oh, you know they think.
Thank you. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Do I look scary? Am I not smiling enough? Good evening, everyone. Oh, thank you for coming. We're happy to see you. My name is Toby Lover, and I have with me
Teresa.
Teresa.
And ABC.
ABC.
Please help me reduce this mic so that I don't overshadow him.
Okay, so you can just call me Toby for short. Toby, simply Toby. So I'm sure we are here for just one purpose today, and that's to celebrate our dearest brother, friend. Coincidentally, my namesake, Toby.
And also my namesake, actually.
Are you Toby?
Yeah, I'm addicted.
I think everybody wants to be Toby now. I understand. Don't worry, we'll talk about that later. There's a price to pay, just around 5,000 euros, something like that. And anybody else to join us to be Toby, feel free. Just 5,000. We'll consider you because you're now friends. We will pay like 4,999. That will be fine. Okay, so without wasting much time, we're happy that you're here, and it should be a nice time today, and I'm sure you've seen the cover of the book, even though you've not held the book already. But we have a nice time today, and I'm sure we'll have some fun as well. Thank you for coming once again. We still expect a lot of people to come around, so I think it's also a platform where you can network with people and also, get to grow together. So, what's next?
I mean, just like the title of the book. When you told me confession, I was thinking of so many things that, okay, what could it mean? What could it be about? Confession. So do I have to read the book and then come to you and confess? Something like that. I've scanned through it, not really read through it, but this book is a powerful one. And the reason why I said that is because when something is so abstract and when you're reading, you fill in the gap yourself. So you can relate with the story, you can really tell, it's something that when everybody reads, I'm not trying to market anyways, but everyone is going to get one. But when you read this book, I believe that a part of it is really going to change because you would see areas that you have not really paid attention to and things that you need to do to better yourself. So, in other words, make sure you leave here with one copy. Don't leave here without taking your copy.
More than one, actually. I think one thing that also strikes me is there's a part of it that is like a workbook. Like you can actually write down.
Yes.
So when you read it, you're also noting some things and maybe some things that you also need to do practically.
Yeah.
Sometimes you read the book and you just forget about it. But sometimes when you write some things down, what you write down maybe sticks in your brain. You understand what I mean? So it's more than a book. It's a workbook. You can even take it like an assignment.
Yeah,
where
the journal, format journal.
Exactly. Quite interesting. Okay, so we have an outline of events from one thing to the other, just to keep you attracted, keep you busy, keep you informed about the book, and also so many other things that you will learn from here. So it promises to be a very interesting evening for every one of us. So without wasting much time,
we're going to quickly call on Olamide Faneye for the opening speech. She's going to lead us into the session. And do not worry, this is going to be an interesting one. Everything's still looking all easy, gentle, quiet, but we're going together. We're just starting. And those that start from an event, there's a package they receive, right? Though it's not physical package we're talking about, more spiritual package. But just relax and you're going to enjoy this. Okay, so let's put hands together as we welcome Olamide.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm supposed to give an opening speech. Let me start by saying that I know for a fact that writing is very, very, very difficult. I write, and I've been writing a book for like over 3 years now, and I'm still in one chapter. It takes dedication, it takes strength, it takes inspiration, it takes God, it takes determination, it takes a lot of things for you to start a book and finish a book. And it's so amazing that Toby this is not his first book. He has always been an author. And this particular book is so interesting to me because Teresa already mentioned it, and she said something about it's a book that is actually very, very, very relatable. When he showed me this book, I read one chapter, the second chapter, the third chapter, and I'm like, okay, now take your phone. I don't want to continue reading this book. It's like a movie, right? If I'm not the type of person who likes to see movies over and over and over and over again, except it's really, really, really good. And when I read the first chapter and the second chapter, I'm like, okay, I need to stop. I want to buy this book. I need to have this book. If I continue to read this book, I'm not going to buy this book. So I can say for a fact that from the first 3 chapters that I read, Toby did a really, really, really great job in this book. And I am so, so, so proud to even be your friend, because it's not easy to be the friend of a writer. It's not easy to be the friend of an author, right? So one thing that I would say before I leave is that please get this book. Get this book because 1, it is relatable. 2, because it will speak to you. 3, because you're supporting a writer and telling the writer that you're doing a great job, right? 4th thing is, because I've been speaking all day and I'm tired of speaking. And the last thing, or the last reason why you should really, really, really get this book is because Toby put in a lot of work, and Toby is a brilliant guy, and his work should actually be seen. So please, when you buy this book, do not give it to your partner. I'm going to try not to give this book to my husband. I'm going to read it myself and say, go get yours. So please get this book and make sure that your partner and your friend buys theirs. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Olamide. All right, without wasting much time, I want to call on someone very, very, very special to the author and also to a lot of us here. She is Ikeoluwa Oluwayemi. She's a dedicated health scientist and project manager with a passion for implementing development projects in the health and child care sectors. With a strong background in health sciences and project management, Ikeoluwa has successfully spearheaded numerous initiatives that have positively impacted these crucial areas. In her free time, she writes, she cooks, some of us can attest to that, and bakes as well. Today, she's presenting a poem that centers around love. She titled this one, Unveiled Love. So I'll just read a bit of it before she comes up. Love in itself is a process of 2 people identifying their needs for each other uninterrupted by the world before them. This is a story of two people whose careers led them to find love in each other. The love they shared and held on, the love they shared and held on to helped them push through the distance that seemed to tear them apart. So join me as I welcome Keoluwapo Oluwayemi.
Thank you. I would have stood up immediately, but I mean, that was a lot of things that you said about me. Although, well, most of it are true, but at the same time, I am just one tall girl that you're seeing today. So first of all, I think this place is quite cold. Can we put our hands together for the author, the star of today's show? And then, thank you. Like everybody has rightly said, he's an amazing writer. And we've read, he authored a previous book that he ran through me, and this book as well. And I was really honored to read through and see the beautiful work that he has put together. So, the book is titled Confessions. I'm sure every one of us has one or two confessions to make. If we were to add our own bits to this book, I'm sure that we would all unveil things that are dear to us in our own lives. And I think this poem is also a confession. I know it is a confession. One that you will get to listen to. The abstract to be read was just an introduction to the poem to give us a foreunderstanding as to what you're going to listen to now. So it might be a little bit tricky, but I promise you if you follow through, you would understand at the end of the day. All right, are we ready? Yes. All good to go? Yeah, thank you. Unveiled love. In the darkness, there is a light you just haven't seen yet. Some might say you haven't found it, but theirs is a story of seeing the light, a story found after it was seen. Well, the preamble was a party where they danced and sang their lungs out. They drank from the same bottle, fed by the same person, but yet lost in the arms of another. Proximity was overlooked until they were enrolled back in math class. They kept scheduling deliveries, picking up from places hard enough to pronounce. Though one excelled at it, the other did it to survive, a perfect pair. Slowly but surely it was, an opposite feeling for the other. The corporate ladder kept mounting until a different wave swept through. A wave stirring from the deepest of oceans and the widest of seas. Both eyes were washed with water as they dug each other's hearts for jewels in the sand until gems were found, one they would hold on to forever. Well, 2 equals 6, 2 and 6 equals 8, a simple math that couldn't be added. A world where looping numbers was not a possibility. For them, it was a new story, peeling off each cabbage layer one after the other. The stalk was a torch, unveiling its light, a beam for a peel, found but not seen, to be traced back to the second month of the perfect year, where days are looped, not added. Finally, the light at the end of the tunnel, blazing its light from the global south and north, ticking numbers off the calendar, till the day clothes are stripped, a light found in darkness, to be held up high, certainly not with hands, but to be cushioned ahead with love. This was tricky. Thank you. Thank you, Toby, for allowing me to share this piece. It's one so dear to my heart. Like I said, it's a confession. One of these days, maybe we get to unveil what it's really about. But thank you so much for allowing me to share this. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Okay, please can we put our hands together once again for I would say we should do that because not everybody can write. Yeah, I cannot write. So when I see people that can write, I really, 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 really appreciate what they do, because just to put caption on a picture on Instagram, I have to go to ChatGPT. And if I don't want to do that, I'm just going to use scripture. Like, it's not easy to come up with this, and it's something that these people do effortlessly, and I really think it's something we should appreciate. So one more time, please, let's put our hands together for that. Quickly, I'll be calling on right now the man of the hour, the man of the day, the one and only Toby Ojekule. I'm supposed to read a bio about you, but unfortunately, you don't give me your bio, so I'm just going to say something from my head, based on who you are and who I know. Toby really is a wonderful person. I can't share some personal relationship that I have with him, but truly is a great person to have in your corner. He goes the extra length to be there for his friends, and I'm just really, really happy that today is really happening, because I was telling someone while I was coming down that Toby never celebrates birthdays and all of that. So this book launch is like he invited me to his birthday party, and I said I was going to dress up, and since you don't do birthdays and anything, your book launch is going to be your birthday, everything, we're doing everything today. And it's just really nice to see wonderful people here to celebrate him. So quickly, I'm going to call on Toby Ojekule. Please, with a round of applause. Let's welcome him. Yeah. And he's also a very shy person. Okay, so back to you.
Thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you so much for showing up. Like she said, I'm very shy, so I'll keep it very, very short, as short as possible. Yeah, so I'm supposed to talk about the inspiration behind the book, and like they've all said already, the book started with confessions, and my name is Toby once again, and and Toby is a Yoruba name from Nigeria. I grew up in this kind of community and environment where people they talk in parables, basically, talking in with proverbs, basically. So my dad or my mom might be advising me on something or trying to correct me on something, and she'll just switch it to a parable, use idioms, use metaphors, use everything without being direct with you. So when the idea of this book came to mind, the first book I wrote, I'm an engineer by profession, so I want to be direct and straight to the point. The kind of feedback I got was like, oh, I could have thought about the ending from the beginning already. It was very predictable. So I thought, okay, with this new idea that I have, I'm going to make it like a mirror, like my podcast is called Mirror Talk. So I said, I'm going to write a book that every reader will interpret it in a different way. And everyone that picks up the book to read, we see his or her own reflection in it. And the book is actually inspired by my personal story, mixed up with stories from over 500 guests that we've had on the podcast, inspired also by, stories from friends that they shared with me personally, all of them packed together into a main character and some other people in the book. And it's my hope and my idea of the book is just basically to provide a kind of space for the reader to safely read through the book, see his or herself in the book, and take notes, journal a little bit through the journey of the main character's life and see, okay, I can relate to this. Maybe I don't understand this part of this guy's journey, but I can see what this could actually mean in my own life or in my own personal experience or journey. So basically, the inspiration of the book is just for you to take home and have a mirror, basically, and maybe there's some things that could annoy you. You read some part of the book and you're like, what's the meaning of this? This cannot be happening. But I tell you, these are things that actually happen. People go through difficult situations, and there are situations I hear about, and you're like, oh, okay, on this same planet Earth, people experience this also. So I hope you could pick up the book and see what I try to express it through, providing that medium for you to just feel safe. No one is going to judge you when you pick up your pen and write your own personal secrets and confessions into the book, and then you hide it somewhere so no one else sees it. That way you help yourself and you go on your own healing journey, basically. in life and become a better person. That's the inspiration behind the book. Thank you so much.
You can do better than that, I believe. Okay. You told me we are men of few words. We're very impactful, you know. So you need to join the club. Just have another naming ceremony for yourself and just do that to be your name. Maybe you write a book too very soon, you know. So with all these things I've been saying since morning, I expect some people to have ordered 5, 10, 20. Are you still waiting for that time? Don't worry, to come. I'm coming to you. Anyway, we are taking it a little further and we're going to be inviting Winifred Bartholomew. Winifred is a biologist, fashion designer, UX, UI designer. Wow, okay. This is a lot. Humanitarian, healthcare assistant, mental health advocate. She has to tell us how she's able to combine all this together. Wow, that is a lot, actually. Everyone has a right to truly express who they are in any form without people's opinion casting a siege on their personalities. She has a burning desire to urge people to live out their full potential in the face of rejection, disbelief, and uncertainty. Fear only thrives where worry and comparison are present, and it can only be as long as you truly desire to be. She believes if no one is you, then you have all it takes to stand out. She titled this one, Body is Not an Apology. Please, a round of applause for a jack of all trades, Winifred Bartholomew.
Thank you. I actually have my thesis here, so you are too fat, lose some weight. You're too skinny, gain some pounds. Your body with all its stretch marks makes you look really unattractive. You see, day in, day out, these words, they kept stabbing me until one day I finally succumbed to the darkness and prison they created in my head. I was barely 13 when I got into this new school, all excited and mushy. I would finally get to make new friends, or so I thought. But no one noticed me. My expectations didn't happen. I was shattered. And then the next day, I was just sitting there, the new girl. I sat in front, and that was when I heard it, this very distasteful remark about my body. She looks weird for her age. So fat and sexy. You know, I was petrified. I hope her head, her brain is as big as her butt. You know, my very plus-size ego was murdered, and my hanging self-esteem vanished. At the first sight of that embarrassment, I was really, really petrified. I was angry, and with that very sore lump in my throat, I gasped in frustration and anger. And then the next day, during prep lessons, I sat in front again. I just passed and I heard I had been tagged the new booty. She has too much ass. It was all about my ass. Now let's see her thrive here. Do you think she's really 13? Has anyone seen her birth certificate? She just kept on and on and on and never really caring if I was there. I mean, I stood literally in front of them. Was it that bad? Did my mirror lie to me? I kept asking myself. I knew I wasn't that perfect, but having that thrown publicly at my face shattered me. And then my insecurities began. At 14, I had become antisocial. My interactions with other people was distorted. I hated my own body. And every time I had to play comparison. I never attended any party I was invited to for fear of being mocked at. And then my worries became my companion. You know, every day in my room, I would pen dreams down on paper that I was too scared to execute because I was told my body didn't have the capacity to carry that vision. At 18, I wanted to be a fashion model, and I also was told I couldn't thrive in that industry. My body was an apology to the media. And yeah, I was confined to face commercials because, Yeah, face they could manage, but the body was an eyesore. That dream died. I wanted to fight, but how? As girls, we grow up and we see actresses and models go agog about the zero size, and we dish good food so we can live up to the stereotype that it creates. I wish I could talk to my 18 years old self. Girl, chill, be wise, it's not that hard. My friend wanted to be a choreographer, and she was told she had too much flesh for that routine. Poor girl never danced again. That was another dream killed. Passion vanished. How many more? Too skinny, too fat, too tall, too short, too dark, too light, too this, too that, too something, too nothing. Is this what we pay for? What would you rather tell someone you love? Hi there. You look too fat, you should lose some weight. Or hi love, you should get some fill outs, you look too skinny. When did body shaming become a mode of communication? On whose standard is beauty based on? Do you know why body shaming is bad? Because words, your words, might be a weapon to kill someone. They may be quiet and they fake a smile, but deep down a monster is created. Is this love? I'd say no. Don't hand me a gun and wonder how I killed myself. You are beginning to lose your innocence. You got fat all over your face. Your eyes are hidden. Watch it. You look at yourself. Have you looked at yourself lately in the mirror? You pulled off that look despite the flaps in your tummy. You're such a fine, fat girl. Are you sure you're not pregnant? Try this tea. Drink that juice. Do this exercise. Isn't exercise supposed to be a celebration of what my body can do and not a punishment for the food I ate? I'm sorry, you may really think I eat tons of food or buckets of food and drink tons of beverages. I'm sorry, I live on salad. Maybe a meal or two if I'm up to it. I swallow my saliva when I'm hungry so I can fit into your stereotype. I can fit into what you term perfection and beauty. And every time when you look at me, I see you with your stare full of disgust. I am shattered. I hate myself, I tell myself. And you throw these words around and you think they're all jokes. When did my body become a comedy career fit to make other people laugh at the detriment of my self-esteem? And never for once did you stop to think how this makes me feel. You think I'm okay just because I am never mad? I tell you, I have mastered the act of public pleasing. But every time you body shame me, I am hurt. I am weak. I feel ugly, unwanted. I feel inadequate, unloved, and not good enough for your definition of beauty and perfection. I bet you have no idea what that's like. If you think the grace of a woman is only the thinness of her chest, the curve of her hips, the flatness of her belly, the sleekness of her body, the lush vitality of her appearance, then you do not know how to read beneath the jaggedness of her fine lines, the perfect geometry that makes up her glorious heart and beautiful mind. And if you think the beauty of a man is in the brassiness of his looks, or in the gallantry of his muscles, the tallness and swiftness of his gait, or in the bulging arms and curly woodiness of his frame, then you do not know how to identify gods amidst the myriad of roses. Do you even care to listen to the aches of their punctured minds? Only then can you see their imprisoned minds begging for freedom, self-discovery, spirits roaring and warring at the inconsiderations of people like you who try to play God. And with a frame like mine, I can't fit into anything. I accept. My body, my skin quiver. Ridicule me all you want, but do you know Jane is also a reason? Stripping me down to mere parts of my body is lousy. I don't even get to choose. I long for a body without shame. I want people to say she's resilient. Why should my weight outshine my intelligence? I want to be loved. Why judge my appearance? I deserve an applause. At 35, I had bettered lives, but still my mind was framed. Fat was my mistake. My chubby nature, that was a topic for so many people, like I eat from their income. Cat colors, to them, only thin and fat mattered. I have curves, yes, I love them. Why do you even care? I'm a sexy cow with a stomach full of shit. Am I not allowed to live? Skin is a problem, I know. Fat is also a problem. Blame me all you want. I am not your miracle. I cannot come in your expected package. Your idea of beauty is not mine to uphold. I am not God. Your expectations are not mine to fulfill. So you don't get to define beauty for me. So dear body shamer, who gave you the right to beat down voluptuous women with a verbal baton? Does their confidence disturb your peace? I have watched people taser full women with tongues and handcuff their self-esteem. I beg your pardon. Being me is not a felony. I am not sorry for it. My body is not an apology. It's a prayer, love and forgiveness wrapped in the corners of my skin, battered by your faulty perception and roots which have shaped my body all along. My body is not an apology. It doesn't desire to fit into a frame inch by inch or else be ashamed. No, it is not an apology to massage your ego. It's a roar, a declaration, an unapologetic truth in your face, a war cry. I will not be marked as a benchmark for beauty or an attempt to hide spider veins from vile eyes and crooked tongues. This body is not an apology. It is a profound lesson, a triumphant roar, an unfettered declaration that I survived everything I could have died from. I love every bit of me. My marks, freckles, plentiful or slim, coily, thick, straight hair. I love all of it. My swing of hips, they don't determine my destiny. Perfection is not from outside in, it is from inside out. So if you want to help me, dear body shamer, teach me to love this body that has gone through darkness and life. This body that has been through everything. The body that has been scarred but is unabashed. Haunted but is undaunted. Trivialized by you but it still thrives. So in ending, I'd say, open your minds. Be kind. Make someone phenomenal. Be someone's good memory. Let them be free. Move beyond their appearance. Love people regardless of their physical imperfections. Stop body shaming people. My body is not my image. My personality is. Thank you.
Teresa, you need to join me because I'm short of words, really. Wow, I think we might be inviting you for another book launch very soon because that is a book already. Trust me, it's even more than a book already. Can we put our hands together for her again? Thank you, really, for that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Thank you. Okay, for me, I think I had goosebumps and it was like a sober reflection already. And maybe I don't know if it's the same for you guys. So maybe I think we need to turn up the heat a bit because now we are now into ourselves. What do you think?
I mean, kind of a bit, not the fatness part, but for the slim part.
Okay.
Yeah, So, just the opposite, It's something I get a lot. And I mean, I'm not used to it. Why you too? Don't you eat? Why you too? Don't you? And I'm like, I actually eat.
You eat?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. So I think it's something that, I mean, even people say this jokingly, you know, they just tell you, oh, why you fat, why you big, why you slim, why you tiny, why like, they call me like breeze can blow you away and all of these things. And they say it's like, they really do not mean harm. They're just trying to, but they have no idea what it does to the person, especially if you've been struggling to have this thing. Well, this general public announcements, nobody should tell me that I'm too slim because I've been struggling so hard, so it's not...
You are wonderfully and fearfully made.
That's it. Yeah,
wow.
But that was beautiful. Thank you,
Thank you once again. Okay, like I said, I think we need to turn up the heat a bit, so we're going to be playing some game now, and I think we are going to involve everybody here.
No one is excluded.
Every single person here going to participate in our game. And we call this one, what?
Confession. And it's a story building.
Yeah, story building.
So everyone will be a storyteller today.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or yes.
Yeah. I believe all of us can speak English. English? Good.
No? Someone said no there. She just finished her presentation. She said no.
Oh, okay.
Were you speaking?
Okay. So since we can also speak English, this is the game, right? We are starting from this book, Confessions. This is the first word. Now we're going to be building a story, right? We're going to be writing the book to ourselves, and it's being recorded anyways. So we're going to all write a book. So we will start, and we'll start from here. Then we go this way to the end. I think we should do it this way. Then come this way, then that way, then to the end. Then we're going to have a last man standing, and there's a prize for the last man standing. So this is it. Simply put,
or last woman standing.
Okay. Last man or woman standing. So this is it. I say confession is a book. Then you continue. Written by who? Then you say, oh, Toby is a lovely gentleman. Then you continue. Just that way.
It has to be relatable.
If you cannot continue, then you're out of the game. Then we continue with the next person. The next person starts with confession. That is the anchor word. You start with confession.
And just don't try to say...
This way.
It's going to go this way.
We will start. She will start, actually. Trust me, the first person is easiest, right? Because we are starting with confession. So that's very easy.
Yeah, I have this.
So she will start, then
thank you.
She'll pass to me, I'll pass to him. Then this way, that way, to Yewale, to Tyrone.
Everyone, with the DJ.
Then that way to the end.
And please, when you want to say something, make sure it's something that's... Just don't say Toby is a man. We know that Toby is a man. Okay. So it has to be something that we can relate with. Please. Because my mind is telling me that someone from this angle is going to say Toby is a man. She's looking at me right now.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does everything have to be about him? Or we can say...
No, we are writing a book. We are actually writing a book, so you can say anything that relates to you, but it has to make sense from the last person that said something.
So I have to answer the question of the...
No, it's not a question. Continue, and it has to...
She might also ask you a question. She might ask you a question, so you have to just relate to whatever the last person said. Yeah.
Okay.
That way.
Are we all clear?
I think we'll give like 3 seconds for you to go there.
Come up with a story. You're ready.
And you can even tell a story. It doesn't have to be a short sentence. You can tell a story for like 5 minutes. Then before you pass to the next person, right? Are we good? Any question?
Another language.
Another language. No, that's why I asked if we all
English.
can speak English. Right? Okay. Yeah, one sentence. I think. Yeah, that's true. One sentence should be okay. So are we good? Any other question? Sorry?
No.
The first
just
word,
the starting word. Yeah.
You can say anything.
Yes.
Just the anchor word, because that's the book that I'm celebrating today. No, a
sentence.
A sentence, please. So
but whoever doesn't have anything to say, and then we continue. So if you're starting, you have to start with the word confession. That's the starting word.
So are we good?
Okay,
we can.
We could. Yeah. Confession is a book we're launching today.
It's written by Toby Ojekunle.
You said you wanted an example. We're just doing that.
No. You don't have to mention. It's the first person that will say confession.
Just
then, if the next person can't say anything, we continue with the next person. But the next person has to say confession, because that's the anchor word. That's where we always have to start from. But when you continue, you can say anything. You understand? Yeah, you have a question.
Can we kind of repeat what another person has said?
No.
Thank you for saying that. No, you cannot. Thank you for saying that. No, you cannot.
That's why this book is interesting. Imagine there are a lot of repetitions. You won't want to buy the book. So it's a story.
Thank you for that point.
No
That's
repetition.
brilliant. Okay.
Are we to make a sentence from the last word?
No. Just say anything. It just has to make sense from the last person. Imagine she said, "Confession is a book we are launching today," and I said, it's raining today in Ambo. It doesn't make any sense. You understand? So it has to make sense from the last thing the last person said. Any other question? That's your own confession, right? Okay, I think we are good to go now, right?
Yeah.
Minutes? No, 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Please, 3 seconds.
Don't toy or don't stall when it's your turn.
Right.
If you stall, you're out. So already think of a story right now, and everyone is going to be a book writer today, whether we like it or yes. Starting from me.
And it's been
But I have
interesting
the
to have
sweet
like
words.
2-3 people last, and you have to start bantering.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So are we ready? Ready? Thank you. So,
But don't get to repeat what we said.
of course. All right.
Okay. Confession is a book that we're launching today.
Written by my dear friend Toby Ojekole.
Full of collections of personal stories.
No problem. No problem. Okay. Confessions. Okay.
It starts with confession. Confession, also the anchor of miracle. Conversation.
Let her continue.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
it.
also the anchor of miracle, soulful conversations on YouTube.
Thank you.
I enjoyed Toby's speech. Personally, it was enlightening.
I also enjoyed his description of the book being a reflection of you as a person.
Louder.
Yeah, reflections that make you think about things that occur in your day-to-day life.
We all have stories to tell, and either we tell ourselves the story or we have someone to share it with.
Sometimes these stories can be from our past, but then our past doesn't define us.
Try to share your story sometime. I want to share my story, but then I need to trust you that I'm sharing it with.
Trust is a very strong word and has to do with relationship. And the more you get to know someone, the more you get to trust the person to be able to share a story with the person.
Sometimes to avoid depression, you just have to share your story somehow.
And sharing your story will definitely change someone's life.
Confession is a book that I only knew about 2 days ago, but I'm interested in reading it.
I wonder who else here is a writer.
I'm not a writer, but I know that being good as a person brings good back.
I didn't hear you.
Bringing something good, being somehow good brings some good back, you know?
Ah, okay, karma, I get it. Actually, I didn't knew about the book before too, but I'm really happy to be here today and see the energy in the room, and I'm so excited to read the book.
Thinking about all we've said so far, I think I already made up my mind to get my copy. I said, thinking about all we've said so far, I already have made up my mind to get my copy.
And I'm definitely going to get copies for people I know and care for.
Yeah, people's story most times is their reality, so it should be respected.
So I'm definitely going to share what I learned, and yeah.
sharing is caring. So please love your neighbor as yourself. Share to care.
I just want to say I'm glad I have a very caring husband.
A caring husband I do not have.
Even though I might not know what the book entails in totality, but my confession tonight is not having a copy is a crime.
Be a listening ear to someone who wants to share their story with you because they trust you enough to come to you and share those with you.
And in being a listening ear, also be a closed mouth. You don't have to share everything that is shared with you. Okay. And this takes me back to the last time I shared my story with someone and I ended up being the center of the message in church. That was really, really, really painful.
I can imagine how you must have felt. For me, it took me a long time to share some part of experience I had. But after I shared that experience, I felt a lot relieved.
I feel relieved listening to you and your stories because I'm also experiencing hard times, like right now.
I've learned a lot this evening that will last me the whole life. Let me say now. I've learned a lot this evening that will.
Conversion is important to who you need to who you need. You have to know it.
Think about it.
Conversion is important to who you need, and you thought, yeah, she or he have to know it. Do you understand?
Yeah, I think it makes sense what he's trying to say before we
matter-
continue. Yeah, Mika should help.
Don't worry. No matter, I think I get what he's saying. No matter how difficult you think expressing yourself is, it is important to still express yourself.
Life is full of experiences.
My experiences, my reality, my confessions.
Sometimes experiences are the best teachers.
Yes, I agree with you.
So do I.
I'm going to confess that I was ready for one round, but not
Sometimes you need to be ready to improvise.
The subtitle of the book is "Can you keep a secret?" I think most people can.
Sometimes it's more about what you're not saying.
It's amazing we all have stories to tell. Our stories define us.
Confession is the first step to repentance, and with repentance we can be find forgiveness.
Sometimes experience can be the best teacher.
So I know this is a big cliche, but sometimes actions speak louder than words. Saying somebody saying they're okay or he or she is okay, but their actions are saying something else. Maybe you should look at their actions more than you do the listening.
And while we look at their actions, we also should offer them support to help them out of whatever situation they are in. So always that caring behavior is important.
My confession is that I'm always anxious about everything.
So sometimes healing starts from confession, and of course, from the confession now, your heart can start healing from there.
Healing takes time, so allow yourself to go through the process.
And to round up the book, it has been a beautiful one. We've all had one or two things to say and to learn. And I would say in summary, confess your sin. You don't have to do it to a man, but to the one who created you. That says all. And the end. Come on, let's put our hands together for ourselves. You see, it's not so difficult to be a writer actually. Yeah? It's not. So we are all writers, yeah, and we just published our book right now. Confession, the remix. Okay, so to continue, we don't want to waste so much time. We're going to go into the panel discussion. Here we're going to be learning a lot from great minds. And to anchor the session is Iyanu Oluwapo. Please let's put hands together for her as she comes in.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know the great mind she's talking about. Definitely not mine, maybe for the rest of the panel. So I will just introduce myself. My name is Iyanu Olua Anere. My name means miracle or wonder of God. I am a project manager and I'm an agricultural economist as well. And I've been living in Germany for almost 5 years now. So nice to meet you all. So I will just invite the panelists. I will start with a very special person to me, my husband, Brother Faithful. You can please come and sit in the hot seat. Okay, then the next person is a dear sister, Sister Faith. Please give a round of applause. Okay, and then we'll have Sister Olamide. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't. Okay, and Sister Carolyn. You can also come up. You'll be part of our panel. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to start with a brief round of introductions, just a minute. Just tell us who you are and anything interesting about yourself that maybe people in the room don't know.
Okay, my name is Faithful Anere, and I'm a DevOps engineer. I've been in Germany for barely 2 years, almost 2 years now.
My name is Faith, and I'm a geologist and aspiring UI UX designer, and I've been in Germany for almost 5 years.
I'm Carolyn. I'm working in a human resource department, and I've been in Germany since all the time.
Hi, my name is Olamide. I'm a digital marketer and project manager, and I've been in Germany for over 5 years.
Okay. All right, so can we give them a round of applause? Get comfortable. So, in the games that we just did, I heard some confessions here and there, so we've already gotten into it. The title of this panel is actually Heart to Heart. So if you feel the need to cry, if you get emotional, it's fine, it happens. I hope that we find healing. This is the whole point of discussing. You're showing a part of your heart, a part of your soul to everybody else because you are also on your journey of healing and trusting that other people will find solace in what you are saying, in knowing that you are not alone in whatever you are going through. So I will start on a very happy note by asking Sister Faith, what has been the best day of your life?
The best day of my life was when I gave birth to my son.
Wow. Let's give a round of applause for that. All right. So I see that with the exception of Carolyn, there are a number of people on the panel who have not lived in Germany forever. So I think Sister Olamide, what was your feeling the first 3 months that you came to Germany?
I wasn't sure where I was. Like, felt like I knew I was away from home, but I was just somewhere so far away and just by myself and just going to classes and seeing different people. It was good. I was happy, and at the same time, I missed my family, and at the same time, I was like, what is this place? So it was like lots of emotions. I cannot put it into words.
Okay. Maybe a follow-up to that is, how did you eventually make friends?
I made... Okay, so I came into Germany with through a scholarship, and I had like other people who were like scholarship holders. Like we attended classes together, language school together. So this was the first set of friends that I made. Someone from Bangladesh, another person from Uganda, another person from the Philippines. So it was really international and not really Nigerian, but like really international. And this was the first set of friends that I made. But I remember the very first day I stepped into the church, RCCG AGP. This was like months after I got to Germany. I was like, whoa, like the first person that I saw spoke Yoruba. And it felt like I hadn't heard Yoruba for the longest time. And I was like, eh? They speak Yoruba in this place, wow. And it was one of my mommy's birthdays. It was her 50th birthday. And I ate food, Nigerian food, and I was like, wow. Okay, so it was like a different level of excitement when I saw Nigerian people. But yeah, I made friends first in class or from the group that I came with in Germany.
Thank you very much. There is power in community, a lot of power in community, and I think being in a place that you're not very familiar with can be overwhelming, especially at the beginning. You're trying to figure out, like you said, what's going on, where am I? And then you're experiencing a lot of things, different language, different culture, different weather. So many things are happening to you at the same time. So community is really important. So Carolyn, my question to you is, even though you've been in Germany forever, in adulthood, have you ever felt lonely before?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a comparison at all to move to another country, start a new life, but still, when I started university away from family and friends and building my own life, I did feel lonely sometimes. And exactly like you, going to school, meeting new people, be open to other cultures, communities is so important, and it helped me a lot to find friends and build a new life here.
Thank you. Sister Faith, I will ask the follow-up question. So people think that making friends is influenced by your personality. So for instance, if you're extroverted, you're very out there, then it might be easier for you to make friends. And it can also be defined by the phases of life that you are in. So what would you say about the phase of life that you are in now? Do you find that it's easier or harder to open up to new people?
I don't know. I would say it's harder because at this point in life, everyone have different things that they're chasing. So the people I want to make friends with, they might not exactly want what I want right now because we are at different points in our life. So I would say it's a little bit difficult. now I want to make friends with people who have children, because sometimes I don't understand what is going on. And I can't go to Olamide and ask her, like yesterday now, I had to ask a friend of mine, can you please give me breakfast idea for a 1-year-old? Because I feel like I'm feeding this boy pancake, bread, muesli every day. And I'm thinking, I hope he's getting enough nutrients, because I'm not sure. I have to call a friend who is also a mother. So at this point, what I want might be different from what you want. So it doesn't mean that I don't like you, but I might not be getting what I need from you, so I need to make friends with someone else. So I would say it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, thank you. That's very deep. Can we give her a round of applause? So we've dealt with friendship. We're going to move to relationships. So, sir, have you served or have you been served breakfast before? And for the people in the room, so the phrase serving breakfast is basically, have you gone through a breakup? So were you the one who broke up with someone, or did someone break up with you? Sir, kindly share.
Is this a trap?
It's a trap. It's very much a trap. Please go ahead. Confess. Clear it very well. Clear it very well. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, since we're confession mood, and confession has to be truthful, I guess. Might be weird to say, but I have not been served before, but I've served. I mean, what it means is I've probably been in a relationship where it was, I saw that it wasn't actually going anywhere, and so I called it off. So was it easy? It wasn't easy. Even to gather the guts to say it, and also to make sure that it's not like something that the two people involved turn to haters of each other. And so it was something that was carefully thought of before it was done. But I am glad that it was in a mutual understanding sort of scenario, and here we are today. I'm married to you.
It ended in joy. Okay, so then, Sister Faith, back to you. So you're married. How did you know that your husband was the one?
How did I know?
Yeah. Was there like a moment, light bulb moment?
At the point where I met my husband, I was already tired of talking stage. Like, I don't tire. Like, that was my last talking stage, because I always said, if this was not working, that's it, I'm done. So when he came, it was like an answered prayer. There was just this conviction within me. Even before I prayed, I also asked my dad to pray. And I just had this conviction in me that he's the one.
That's deep. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. Okay. So, Carolyn, are you currently working or studying?
I think it's working. Okay. First of all, thank you for not asking me about the breakfast topic.
Yeah. Oh, do you have stories? Would you like to share?
Of course not. What was studying, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I have finished my studies, yes. So
Okay.
I'm working now.
Okay. And what has been your experience transitioning from studying to working? Were there some things that shocked you when you started working?
Working full time is no fun. No. Yeah. I believe the time in university was like the best time. I'm still hoping to find a way to get this feeling of university back to my working life. Yeah. Let's see if it's working out.
Okay. I think you peeked into my notes a bit, because one of my questions was, is a 9-to-5 a scam? Because I think it it might actually be. Okay, so then Sister Olamide, now moving on to employment. So what have been some unspoken rules that you kind of had to learn on the job?
I have two. One, you kind of need to laugh a lot during your probation period.
Fake laughs.
Yeah. And like, I will share an example. There was a time in my previous workplace, I was like the acting team lead, and then I had other people in my team, and then there was another African, I will not mention the country, another African who was in my team, and she had just joined. And one day someone said, oh, I think this person doesn't really enjoy working here because she doesn't really hang out with us, and doesn't really, doesn't want to, whenever we have time out after work, she doesn't come, so I think she doesn't really like working here. And I said, oh, she loves working here. She's just, I don't like going out. I was able to say that because the person I was speaking with couldn't fire me. And I said, I don't want to go out do I go out every time with you guys? No, I don't. And this person is African, and I can kind of understand that this person is just tired from work and just wants to sleep. She doesn't drink. Most of the time, they hang out is, oh, let's just go to a bar and then drink and stuff. And you don't drink. And what's the connecting point? You just say, I will just go and sleep at home. And this kind of conversation, if it starts, and someone somewhere hears, and they start saying, oh, she doesn't really like working here, she doesn't really like working here, and that's it. That's going to be the end of her working in that place, because people have just started to say, oh, she doesn't really hang out, she doesn't really like working here and stuff. So one thing is, I think during your probate, you kind of have to just laugh and play with everybody, and just even if you don't want to. I don't like it, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And once you get over the 3 or 6 months, then you show yourself.
Another thing that I also think is one unspoken rule is, it's not about what you do, it's about who sees what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So I was hearing some chatter here. Sister Winifred, you mentioned pretense. Can you elaborate?
I feel like if you have to work in an environment where you want to be retained, be yourself. Do what you want to do from the onset. I'll use myself as an example. Like she said, I don't smoke. All my colleagues, they smoke. So when we go out, they smoke, and I don't want to perceive their smoke. So I am always indoors, and they complain a lot. I have to make them understand that you guys speak Dutch, and my Dutch is not so good. So when you talk, I say something, you might laugh at me. I don't want to be laughed at. You understand? So I think if you're good at what you do, regardless of how you act, whether you don't like hanging around people or not, you will be retained. That's
Okay.
it for me.
Do we have any other opinions about this? I have one, but I would like to hear. Yeah. Maybe we can give you, Sister Judith, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead, then he will speak.
From my end, I just think what I would do in this situation, find a balance, right? Your culture is different, their culture is different.
Yeah.
Find a balance. So because you want to accommodate other people, you don't necessarily have to do the things everyone is doing all the time, but find time to team up. Don't just single yourself out all the time, right? Simply because you don't agree, and don't do it for probate side, because if you do it for probate side, when that is over and you show yourself, it's like double standard. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, let's hear.
This is a very good question, because I've been in Germany for almost 3 to 4 years now, and I've seen heaven and earth. Okay, so the thing is that it's the balance there is understanding the culture of the organization that you find yourself in. Because every organization is quite different. I've had the chance to work with startups who are just very lively, very open. And then there's another company where I've gone to, which is more traditional, and you're expected to go drink coffee in the morning. I don't drink coffee in the morning. It's like, I don't see it as interesting, but understanding that unspoken rules really helps you to be able to interact with people. And I think another major thing again is being yourself is one thing. Like you've said, we are not really so proactive depending on the individual. But knowing that you try to be proactive, then you're seen as arrogant. So where do you now find the balance between arrogance and being confident of yourself? So I think it's understanding the people you're working with, number one, and number two, just be yourself and always smile. Like you said, when you smile a lot, it goes a long way. So I would say this helps out a lot. Yeah.
Maybe just to put a pin on it, also just to add my personal opinion. So for my experience, I think that understanding the company culture is very important. And in as much as I agree with you that you need to be good at what you do, sometimes you don't even have the opportunity to show it. So you have to balance it. You can't be fake, but at the same time, you need to understand the culture of the company and the country that you're in order to navigate your career journey. So then the last question I will throw open. It's a deep confession, so I won't necessarily pick anyone, but I would like at least one person to speak. What's one moment that you are not proud of, that you would like to confess? One moment that you're not proud of, like, okay, I did something and I'm ashamed, it makes me feel so bad, but I need to speak up about it, and you release it and you leave it here. Why the ha ha ha? It's like we don't understand the concept of, remember, confessions, can you keep a secret? Can you keep a secret? This is a safe space. This is a safe space. I don't think you understand. Hold on. Just relax. This is why I'm giving us a minute to think about it. I hope it's not a crime. I hope it's not something you can be prosecuted for. But I just mean a real life situation where you did something and you're like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm not proud of myself in this moment. It doesn't have to be something crazy.
I'll go first.
Okay.
My confession is that I thought just because I listen to gossip doesn't make me a gossip. But I just realized that I'm a gossip because I listen to the gossip and I don't stop it. My father told me, yes, you're a gossip. And what happened was that at work, there's a lady, she has body odor. And
Hold on.
another girl was like, can't you perceive she has body odor? And I was, instead of me to go to the person and tell her that, you should do this or do that, I was now doing side talk like, do you hear what she said? She said this person has body odor. Meanwhile, the sister of the girl was behind me and she heard. And she said that is not nice. When she said that, you could have go to my sister and tell her. I felt so bad. Since then, when you bring gossip to me, I'll tell you, no, I don't want to hear. Don't tell me. Tell the person. If this person comes, will you be able to say it in front of the person? So I want to put it to everyone that even though you don't contribute to the gossip, as far as you listen to it and you don't stop it, you are a gossip.
Thank you very much. That was a very good nugget. Can we give a round of applause? I think we can take one more. One more? Okay. Now you people want to confess. Okay, we'll take the two and then we're done.
Okay, so I think for me it was one of my past relationships.
I think I reflect on it deeply. I mean, by the way, myself and this person are very cordial, like we're very friendly at this point. But at that point in time, I felt really betrayed, and I really felt like I was, insulted, because it's like you catch someone with their pants down, and then they're trying to make you look like a crazy person. How did I react? It was not pretty. I broke things. I took stuff, like said stuff, just because I wanted this person to hurt. By all means, apologies were made, faults were admitted, but when I reflect on it every single time, we laugh about it now, which is great, but when I talk about it, I'm like, this is one of those moments where I'm just like, oh yeah, you should have taken a second to just breathe, like, just breathe, And I think I really learned a lot from that experience. Like, I can't remember the last time I reacted that way since that thing happened, so it's just something that I'm not super proud of.
Thank you for sharing. This should be the last one.
Mine was actually, should I say, it's like a mistake made, and I still live with the regret till today. It's actually concerning my relationship also, my former relationship, where I ended up having a child. And at first, before this relationship, I knew deep down that this person wasn't it. But because being a good girl, in quotes, and wanted to listen to what mommy said and also what everybody around wanted you to do, because age wasn't on my side at the time. And I actually accepted somebody I wasn't supposed to accept. And I'm still regretting it till today. No. Yeah, but I actually learned from this mistake, and that's the reason why I want to share it, because once you know that this isn't it, please don't waste your time, because it will take you a lifetime to correct. And I haven't been able to correct it till today. I'm still living. The only joy there is I have a child out of it. And she's like my backbone. And that's the only good thing that came out. So please, learn from my mistake and don't try that.
Thank you for sharing. Please can we give a round of applause? So the reason why we asked everyone to share is not necessarily to make everybody vulnerable. It's also for us to learn. So what did we learn? We learned that if you listen to gossip, you are also a gossip. We learned to breathe, take a breath. I think Toby had posted something on his Instagram. I think I saw it over the week about breathe. Take a beat, especially when you're in moments where you can actually do something crazy. And we've also learned that if you're in a situation with someone and you know that this person is not it, please walk away. All right, so thank you very much to our panelists. Let's give them a round of applause. And Toby, wonderful book. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Okay, can we put our hands together again for our wonderful people? All right. Okay, I think I need some space. All right. I believe by now we should have sold like 200 copies already. What are you still waiting for? You're waiting for that? Don't worry. Well, I'll come to that part. But I want to believe that at least you have it at the back of your mind that you're going on with at least 20 copies each. You know, right? We have enough. Don't worry. And if we don't have enough, order. Amazon will deliver. Okay? All right. I think we'll be sitting for like an hour plus, so we should do some stretching. So can we be on our feet, please? Let's be on our feet and let's be on our feet and try to stretch a bit. Stretch a bit. Right. Okay. So are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah, I think I'm going to mic Shall we hands up? Up, sideways. Okay, just try. Just try. Try.
Have I heard anything like that? Just
See the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and bless them both in mine. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see me dance just one more time. Ooh,
DJ, please. Thank you. Can we have a seat, please? Let's settle down again. Okay. Well, I think we are towards. We are moving directly towards the end of the event. But now I want to call on another very special talent in the house. She's smiling already. Okay, for sure, her name is. Please pardon me if I didn't get your name correctly, but I'll just say it. Tamarai, right? Yeah, Tamarai Efentu. Well, she's Nigerian. She's a Christian. And she's a medical student. She's passionate about expressing herself through speaking and writing. She calls this one Dear Friend. Dear Friend highlights the challenges that aren't unique to one man. We all get to share sometime. Please join me as a welcome for this session, Tamara. Please get some clapping.
Hello, everybody. I feel like I'm about to preach. Okay. Dear friend, I come in sweet camaraderie. I miss how I call you Ayo. Special, right? Are you doing fine? Do you still have insomnias at night? What are your thoughts like? I know when you're in high spirits, you show up on time, you can change your word in minutes. Today's my day, I'll make my bed. How do they say that's how you lie? But I'm aware of the long nights. It's dark outside, I hope you'll be fine. Those nights. Your eye glands are in charge, your chandeliers scream, the you're not good enough scam, you can't make it even if you try. I know your mom left early, but in 9/11 attack, she left you behind, no closure, no goodbye. And all you have is a memory in your heart, it radiates to your spine. Can't you see I'm in so much pain? So much pain. What are these battles I'm fighting? Why can't I stop the habit? Who gave me the baton? Life is throwing too much at me. I'm just in my prime. Why? Why? Let's relax. What are the best things you can find? How do you feel after a good nap? Do you remember your child's first cry? Their heart beats fast. Everything seemed to be in rhythm at that time. Or when you're with someone you love, they give you the tightest hugs, you just want more. Do I make you laugh so hard and you don't even feel your spine? There's no need for beta blockers for angina attacks. They don't make me feel better. Anyhow, I said all this to say the sweet and simple things that you have, but sometimes life mimics calculus, the Y's, the X. It's up to you to solve the math. But whenever you feel the pressure, use hacks. Call me at 9. A good laugh always saves 9. I hope you learn to ask and speak out. Ask me for the random hugs when you are down. I promise, I'll always give. I don't have all the answers. There are not multiple choices all the time, but life is not a walk in the park to be outside without a guard. So please come for fellowship tonight. I also have my bad days. So please don't pass by. Say hi with a big smile, that would be nice. And Goliath always tells lies. So whenever he says you can't, use what you have, take your chance. You don't have 9 lives. And about your mom, you are a piece she left behind. You are a gift to us. Don't you see the mystery in your palms, in your big eyes, or so you say? You're a product of our love. She never really died because she's always in our hearts. Hope you don't hide your scars. Dear friend, one last thing. Don't forget to say a prayer. Doesn't cost a dime. It's a stitch in time. So till next time, please be fine. Thank you.
Put us together one more time for us. It's funny how these wonderful writers, they just want us to cry this evening. Like, I don't get it. That was too deep, and yeah, thank you for that, Tamarabi, divine. Okay, moving on. Well, before I move on, that means you should say a word of prayer for your friend. Yeah? Can we do that now? Okay, so let's just take a minute. You don't have to know anyone, just from your heart. Just say a word of prayer for a friend. Amen. Amen. This life, you never know what people are going through by looking at them. Like looking at me now, you think I have money. Oh, don't be deceived though. It's just this ill. I just wanted to come, to show up for my friend Aspire. He never does any party. So I said, let me represent. But my brothers and sisters, I ain't got money. So that's just to talk about what friends might be going through, and we have no idea. We might just see, they always say something like the most funniest person in the room might actually be the depressed one. And it makes sense, because if you're depressed, you really do not want people to ask you what's going on. So you carry on this fake smile and you're everywhere, the energy is up there. But deep down, when you get back to your room, you know what you do. So it might not be, I am also talking to myself. I remember my last birthday, someone told me that what they want me to work on is to check on people, because I find it difficult to do. But I'm just telling everyone, try and check up on someone, even if it's once a week. You might not know what your message is going to do for that person.
So let's try and do that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're going to do that, right? All right, so moving on, we're going to be calling on the man of the hour once again. I can't see him though, I've been looking around. Please, can you hear me, girls? Okay, he's here. Okay, so for the next section, is going to be doing the book reading. We're coming to the end of the event. Yeah, it's going to be brief. And no, we're going to put that together for you now. Chill. So right now, it's going to be reading maybe one chapter or so thereabouts. Yeah. And this is just to give you like a snippet that you cannot leave here without getting your own book. So with a round of applause, let's welcome Toby. Yeah, please, we can do better than that. Come on, I'm tired. Don't worry, let's put it together for you. I think, okay, yeah, so Peter is going to read, just going to read one chapter, I believe, or yeah. I want us to listen and pay attention. Like I said, this book is power packed. You can have your seat. This book is power packed, and it's something that everyone can relate to. Yeah, it's very abstract to that point that you can relate to it. So yeah, are you ready?
I think so.
Can I have the second mic, please?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I want to give you some small rules so that you feel the ginger of the whole something, you know. So I want you to give us kind of baritone, kind of, you know those, I'm trying to bring the American movies to life right now. There are movies I watch on book reading and, you know, the person reading the book is always, confession. So you know that kind of, can you do that? Of course you have, yeah, we listen to your podcast, you have those baritone, so. All right, so let's put that together as this.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Before I read anything, I would just love to say thank you so much. I'm really blessed to have all of you here, all your beautiful faces here to just celebrate this window with me. From all those who have been helping and up to now, I mean, it has been so wonderful, and I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life. Thank you so much. So I would just love to read the introduction to the book to you, because this part of the book came to me like, I don't know, when I was halfway done with writing the book, and it really touched me in a way, and I felt emotional while writing it. So I hope you don't feel emotional when I'm reading this to you. I couldn't get the pen off my hand. Ballpoint caressing the paper made from papyrus. The pen stayed glued to my index finger and thumb. I could not stop, no matter how much I tried. Life was the vibration, moving my hand with the pen across the pens. My blood flowed from a vein through my heart into the pen. Tears in my eyes, I cried. Isn't it fascinating? The poet wrote a poem that writes a poem. I was written to write. I was programmed to give life to words. I was created in the likeness of the Creator. A beautiful piece placed in the limelight. I was made to shine. One fateful morning, I woke up with a loud cry as my umbilical cord was detached from my mother. I slowly opened my eyes, discovering that I was somewhere different. I cried and cried some more, writing my stories on the tables of my heart. Life goes by so fast. Time travels at our own specific space, waiting for no one. Things happened. Things my hands could only write about, but my mouth can never talk about. Some things you take with you to the grave, but some things you leave hidden within the pages of a book. I hope you find them. So this is just basically the introduction to the book. And I would like to read one particular part that I found also very interesting. And before I read this part, I would just love to reveal to you basically, or confess to you basically that most chapters of the book are like food themed, or you know, sweets themed basically, because not because I like food so much, but you find chapters like donuts, chocolate fountain, broccoli, cotton candy, rose gardens. There are a lot of secrets in it, that are hidden behind them, but there are also snacks and food that I enjoy eating, and fruit basically. And that's why I would like to read strawberries to you also, because I enjoy eating strawberries. And yeah, it goes this way. Once upon a time, I was married.
I need to confess so it's a fight. Once upon a time, I was married to the dreams of my youth. My wife was a mirage who got me high, but left me dry and empty. I kept chasing after her, but never seemed to find her. Nothing I did satisfied her. I changed my ways, improved my life, and sacrificed myself just to make her smile. I felt caged in my castle. My mother warned me. My friends pointed out the red flags. But love is blind, and I was not scared of red. Strawberries are red, and one of the sweetest things ever. Just like my love for her, sweet like strawberries. My father told me I was about to engage myself in something that appears real, but doesn't exist. A mirage, he said. I did not listen. I was blinded by the sunshine. So we eloped. We ran away, got married secretly, and moved into my castle on the south side of my father's kingdom. After 7 nights, the morning never came back. All lights went out. The fire was extinguished, and there was no fuel at reach. I was tormented by the one who once made me smile. The voices in my head begged me to run away, but my feet was chained by the one who once made me feel free. Locked up in the basement of my castle, I watched as weeds grew and destroyed my precious strawberry plantation. My castle and everything I had built for myself burned down overnight. I lost my heart and the wife of my youth in the fire. What is love? I asked the lady with the white hair while lying on the soft couch in her office, looking up in the ceiling. Love is what you define it to be. God is love. Love completes you. Love complements you. Love makes you better. Love is sweet, just like strawberries. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. You even gave us more than we asked for. That doesn't mean you will not buy the book, even if you finish reading. If you decide to read the whole book now, we're still going to get the book. Thank you so much, Toby, for that. Moving on. Yeah, we're going to be closing in a few minutes. Right now, it's like a feedback session, and we want to hear back from everyone. I mean, not everyone. But before that, I want to ask some questions. I won't want everyone to speak, so if you really want to say something, can you raise your hand before I use? Okay, we have one, just 3 persons, 2 more, 2, just, okay, 3, going, gone. All right, so just in 1 minute, what's your admirer? How about Toby?
Okay, so I recall that when I moved to my previous apartment, I met Toby, and I was talking about him to a friend of mine in the UK, and I just said that Toby is like this kind of, he doesn't have stress. It's like if you're stressing about something and you want to talk to him, it's like you can just feel this sense of peace when you're like opening up to him, and he listens. He actually listens, and he doesn't forget. Like years later, he will come back and say, how far that thing?" And it's like it's so refreshing, because we live in a world where you tell people stuff and it just goes in and goes out. It's like they don't really care, but Toby really pays attention. You are an amazing person, really.
Wow. Please let's put hands together for that. That's very deep. Truly, because if you tell me something now, it's my weakness. I've forgotten. So that's one thing too. Really, and I just don't want us to say these things, and I mean it's just passive. 1 or 2 things that we can learn. I tried daily to learn from him. I'm going to say my own, so I'm the fourth person. Well, I'm the one moderating, so I have final say. I'll add myself to it. Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. About Brad Toby, I think he's very kind, and he is humble as well. He also was my very first customer, even before I got to Germany. He bought perfumes from me. And, you just need to ask him about something. He's always ready to help. Wow. Yeah.
Please, let's put hands together for that. I used to see your hand, I'm sorry.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Toby on this amazing occasion for the success of your book. I'm privileged to be here. And I'm here today because I really want to support Toby, because he's a very supportive guy. And one thing about Toby is the fact that he's very reliable. When you call Toby to assist you on something, if he's available, he's available. And he's been doing that, not occasionally, but consistently. Personally to me, he's a very reliable guy. Recently I had to do something, and I reached out to Toby and I told him, you will have to get to my place very early in the morning, 4 a.m. And, Toby said, okay, I'll get back to you later in the week. Then he got back to me and said, okay, I'm available. So I was expecting him to, come to my house and sleep over, maybe from 10 p.m. and then we'll move at 4 a.m. the following morning. Then later he said, don't worry, I'll come very early in the morning. I think 4:30 or 4 a.m. I was actually shocked to see Toby very early, 4 a.m. in the morning. And then we went out together to, to fulfill the task. And when I got back home, I was telling my wife, this is quite amazing. I've done so many things for many people, but I'm not sure I've done that. To wake up very early in the morning to just go and help somebody. Not, there's no financial compensation, nothing, just because you wanted to help. So I see him as being a very reliable person, very dependable, and very supportive. Thank you.
Please let's put hands together for that. For me, I'm going to add the part where it comes to his podcast. So I'm a YouTuber, and I think the last time I posted a video now is going to 3 months. Toby does not miss posting his podcast every Tuesday. Like, I don't know how he does it, because it's not just posting the audio, it's posting the video. How can someone be that consistent? I still find it so unreal. I don't know how you do it. I've asked you many times that, how do you do it? Like, it's something that I'm sure not just, I have some 1 or 2 persons I can call. We struggle to post. We are content creators, but today I told myself, like, this week a video must go live on my channel. Well, this week is not over, right? We start tomorrow. And it's just something that I really, what's the English word? Commend. Thank you. And admire a lot. And well done for the good work. Your consistency is on another level. And okay, so the second question would be what you've learned from this person, Toby Loba. I'm not going to call the same person. So if you would like to speak now, I want you to raise your hand. I can see. What you've learned from him, being friends with him, working with him, church members. One person, who else would want to share 1 or 2 things you've learned from Toby? Anyone? 2? Okay, 1 more. Yeah, 3. Okay, thank you. So, Sister Winifred.
I think sometimes I used to be as a measurement tape for my reliability. I say, Toby would do it. I remember when I wanted to, write a memoir, and Toby was amazed and said, you can actually do it. I didn't want to do it, but he pushed me. He said, whatever it is, just drop 1 paper, drop 1 letter. Before you know what is happening, you're done. So I feel like he has taught me how to encourage people, how to be there for people, regardless of the inconvenience it might pose. Toby is one person that I can always look up to, and he's humble. Toby is absolutely humble. I know that Toby has money, but he doesn't show, like, I don't understand how one person can actually hide who you are and allow people, just your work, they speak for you. I don't know, he lives very close to me, but it's absolutely, I don't know how to say, but I really have learned, I have learned a lot, and I want to say thank you for the number of times you've been, you've been there for me. You listen to me a lot. Most times you want to ride your bicycle, but because I'm there, you take the bus with me. I know a lot of people won't do that. You are always asking me, how is this, how is that? Okay, what are you going to do now? What do you think I can do to help? I have not told you this, I'm saying it openly. You are like a go-to guy, and I'm really absolutely privileged to have met you.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. And can you open pass the next one?
I've actually learned not much, but as I always call him my brother, he's very kind. He's been kind since the very first time I've met him, and he hasn't changed. He's been very caring, because each time you come to meet him, you meet him anywhere in the church, outside, the first thing he will ask is very concerned. He'll ask you, how are you? The word how are you might be for any other person, just how are you? But the way it sounds, it makes you believe like he really meant it. He wants to know how you are doing, as in deep down, how are you? And he's always full of smiles. You never see him frown. I wish I could be like that, but sometimes, they add up. So I admire that smile a lot from you, and each time I call you my brother, I think people around will always say, how come? And I'm always using the word, he's a brother from another mother. And he has really been a brother, seriously. So I just wish and pray that we can learn from his kindness, from his care, and from his attentiveness, He listens.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Please let's put our hands together. Lastly, any prayers they like to.
Good evening, everyone. I think the greatest lesson that we can learn from Mr. Toby is that our wealth is not necessarily in the fatness of our account, but in the richness of our characters. He said his account is fat. He has money, but he has a very good personality. And every time I've had to interface with him, I remember there was a time, even when we talk and we just discuss on things, there's a time I needed to make a decision, and I don't necessarily have to bounce some stuff with many people. He called me, and we were even at the oddest of places, and he kept asking, we kept talking. He was really, really concerned. So, and the other thing that one can also learn from him is that if you are looking for the name of consistency, that's consistency personified.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We can go on and on. I'm really sure that there's so many things just to say about Toby, but all in all, people say, oh, people have, or you can't have all good and not have some bad. But today, we're ignoring any bad. We don't even care about the bad. We're focusing on the good things, and it's just to say that you are a good person and you have a good heart. And I'm sure everyone here is glad to be doing this with you. And we want to see more books, This first of its kind. We want to attend more book launches. And to all the writers in the house, be motivated in Jesus' name. Amen. And be consistent. Yeah, to me. I was going to ask one more question, but we don't have time. Just in 1 or 2 minutes. What do you think his hobbies are? because it might be, that's what everyone thinks. Your hobby is consistency. Okay, so I had writing. Yeah, I know that. What else? It's hobbies. There's a particular one I want to, yeah. Reading, yeah. Traveling, working out, okay. Talking. Helping people, okay. That's also hobby. All right. So nobody knows that he's a good cook. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, he is a good cook. How? Oh, okay, let me explain. No, I'm going to explain. That is not a problem. We have a drama team, yeah, and Toby's house is always like our location most of the time, and whenever we get there, he cooks for us. Us, in brackets, not just me. Us, and then I think the main food he loves to cook is jollof rice and his chicken. Yes, he's really a good cook. So well, I'm not going to say this one, but yeah, he's husband material 1,000 years above all. So yeah, I'm really glad to be doing this, and I'm just so happy for you. Yeah, we'll see camera. I cannot see the other things I used to do to me because there you need money, and that's to do with money. All right, so moving on, we're going to the main of the main of the main. Okay. I want you to get your phones out, wherever you have your money, your wallet, because now we want to collect money. It's money time. You should not stop smiling when you're at money time.
Okay, thank you very much, Teresa. All right, so we've gotten to the climax of this event. Can I have your attention, please? All right, we've gotten to the climax of this event. I must confess, this has been a very wonderful time. Do you agree with me? This is 2 hours well spent. It started around 6:15 and it's about 8:07 now. We round up about 8:15 as well. Yeah, sure. Thank you. All right, so now to the main reason why we are here, to launch this amazing book by this writer. And I believe that Toby is something to every one of us, either as a friend or a colleague or a brother or... Yeah, he's... Sorry? A man of God. A man of God. Right, so it's something to every one of us and we are here to support him. So I don't know what other support you want to give that to buy his book. I'm going to be very blunt. This is what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to be passing the mic to every single person in this room, and you're going to be launching this book for us. I don't want to know whether you bought the book online or not, because you have friends. Yeah, you have friends. You have housemates. Some of you have never spoken to that your neighbor before. You have never spoken to that. You've been living in that house for like 5 years. When was the last time you said hello to your neighbor? Sister Vivian, when was the last time that neighbor that is, I don't know, maybe up or down or side, when was the last time you said hello? No, she doesn't know, which means that she'll be buying a book. How many neighbors do you have? You have 4. Okay, so Sister Vivian is launching the book with 4 copies. Can we put our hands together for her? Can we put our hands together for her, please? Thank you. That's the energy. Do you agree with me? She won't say no. Do you agree with me? Thank you. Can we put our hands together for her again? So that's the energy. How many books? 4 books. Thank you very much. But your own copy as well now. Because you have 4 neighbors. So this is the idea. You can just knock on your neighbor's door and just say, I have something beautiful for you. Christmas is around the corner. And it's even red and white. Can you imagine? They don't speak English. They don't speak, but they can read. I'm not sure. Don't worry, they will read it. Okay? They will read. There's DeepL and there's the Google Translate. Whichever one. So that's the energy, right? And you also have colleagues at work. You have friends. You have neighbors. You have church members, you have group members, you have fellowship members, right? You can even send the book to, you can even donate it to a group of people, right? That's the energy. So we already have 4 copies bought already, right? Should I add one more? Because you have 4 neighbors, you also need a copy. All right, don't let me put you under pressure. Okay. Well, Elizabeth was telling me that you can also launch with money. Or little fish. That was just. Okay, all right. And I'm also told that there's more than refreshment. What I saw is not it's more than refreshment, trust me. This is a full course meal. So there's also something to arrange with after the book launch. But I want us to be very here. I don't want any distraction. So yeah, this is the hardcover. And of course, we have the paperback as well. So where do I start from? Right, left, center? We are all going to lunch. And also, you can also be money, like they told me. You can also be money, but I feel like it's easier if you just say 20 copies, 50 copies. Look at this, look at that style. It's giving me 10 copies vibe. All right, so just your name and how many copies or how much you're launching the book with. Meanwhile, we're expecting more copies, more books on Toby. If you are not supporting this one, how do we want him to produce more? I mean, we are here to support each other, right? Right? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so your name and maybe how many copies? And I want you to go from that 4 that we have already. Like there. Yeah, you understand? All right, thank you.
Hey, my name is Mo. I was trying about 3.
3?
Yeah.
Whoa, put that together for him. Okay, yeah, this is 25.
No, this is 25 euros and this is 15 euros. But we're launching with 25.
Why did you come, man? See, just leave me alone. Okay. We are launching 25 euros hardcover. Thank you. 3 copies. Okay. Yes, sir. Should I just announce? You have the liberty to announce the copies that's in my head. Yes. Should I? You should. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'll be launching with 4 copies.
The what? 4 copies. Thank you very much, sir. Digital. No, don't worry, I'm going to you. Don't worry. Go ahead. Your name and how many copies you buy for us? Come on, buy what I'm saying.
I'm not sure if you book it. I will sit with it. Yes, no. I will sit with you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll come back to you. I know what's on your mind. 1 copy. It's right one copy, but I will take it. Sister Judith, should I announce for you? Go ahead. Sister Judith, please go ahead. No. Just one copy. Let's put our hands together for her. Thank you very much. 1 copy.
2 copies.
2 copies. With all the things that you said about Brother Toby, I should be hearing 10 copies. Why did I even give you the mic? Why did I? How many did you say?
1 neighbor who speaks English.
How many copies did you say you're launching with? 2. Please add 1 to the 3. Sister Winifred. 3. Yes, please.
I only listen to my girl.
Yes, please. 3. Thank you very much. Should I announce?
Launching with 1 copies. 1 copy.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let's clap, girl.
All right.
One copy.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, I'll launch with 1 copy.
I want to announce. I'm not giving you the mic, sir. Please, can I announce for you? Should I just say what's on my mind?
Yes.
I mean, Toby came to us at 4 a.m., so we should launch with 25 copies.
Okay, so I'll be launching with 20 copies.
Did you hear that? Who did not hear well? Did you hear or you missed it? Did you hear or you missed it? He said he's launching with 20 copies. Now there's pressure.
Okay, highest bidder.
Now there's pressure. There's pressure in the house. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you. All right.
I will start with one copy of the hardcover.
Okay, thank you very much. Can we put hands together for him? One.
Thank you.
No, you too.
One copy for me, please.
Okay.
I take one too.
Thank you very much.
One cup.
Yes, one copy also. For me.
Thank you very much. One copy. Should I? Go ahead. No,
I'm launching with one copy, thanks.
I'm launching one copy of the hardcover too.
Okay, thank you. Give me the mic. Should I go ahead? That's why I connected the mic. No, the one copy is flowing. I want it to end somewhere. You have to end somewhere. So let me stand here. No, let me. Okay. You can't say one.
I will increase it by one. So I buy one for myself and one for my wife.
Okay, so 2 copies. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to take one copy.
That's fine. Thank you very much. 1 copy. Your name, please? Princely.
I don't like to show myself openly.
She said 20 copies.
Amen. I receive it. 2 copies.
Please, a round of applause for her.
One for myself, one for my husband.
What's going on here? There's pressure. There's pressure.
1 copy.
Thank you very much.
Two copies.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please, how many do we have now? How many do you have now? Let's just multiply it by 2. Oh, apologies, I said we close at 15, but this is very important. Please pardon us for like 5 minutes. Please add everything we have, multiply by 2.
Because the richness of a man is left in his bank account. I will not give you that. So yes, I will launch it with one hard copy and the 2 of the other ones.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. If you have to hands together for him.
I'll launch with 2 copies.
Okay, 2 copies. Can we put hands together for him? Tell this other husband and wife something. He's doing me somehow. What would you know? But you know the mother.
What does to
So who's taking the mic? No, I want to have him. No, don't
Actually, good evening, everyone. My wife has already told me that this is what we are doing. So let me just relay what she said to you, because I don't want problem. So we're having 1 hard copy, 2 soft copies. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's put our hands together for them. Okay, please, I want to specially introduce this man to you. His name is Sheson. But that name, carries power, carry weight. He's a jack of all trades. He does a lot of things. He has money. This man has money. Plenty. I cannot do all this one. You now say 2 copies. He has money. This man has plenty. I'll just be 2. Okay, thank you. Let's ask you how much I saw. Okay,
I'm behind the camera. I need to cover it. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Just say it.
On behalf of you and
Yeah, just 2 copies.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You want the hey? I'm sorry, sir. It should have missed you.
We saved the best for the last.
I'm single, so I'll take 1.
Give me mic. I will say it.
Okay, I'll take 5.
Thank you. Please have the hands together for him. He's taking 5 copies. No. This worked very well. Just give me a minute. Sister Precious, how many copies?
No. BC, please, how many copies should I launch with? No. Well, Femi, please, how many copies should I launch with?
You can do maybe 30.
Wait, last person, Pelumi, how many copies should I launch with? 10. 10 it is.
Thank you. God bless you very much. 10 copies, please, pardon me. I went to that place, I came out with 10 copies, Abby. Please, let me go again, please. No, please, I'm sorry, please, pardon me, please. That's why we are... Please, pardon me, that's why we are here.
Super nice of you to do this. Just the part that we had to talk, I was panicking, and then the first one we went, then for second round, I was shaking. But yeah, it was funny. But don't feel nervous.
BC, come. Ó ti refuse láti gbọ́ owó ló wá gbà lé. Yes, then you. BC.
So we have another 2 copies in the house. Thank you very much. So how many? Okay, I don't need to do it total. So I want to say a very, very big thank you to everyone. You have been evading my microphone since. Why did you carry camera? Please go ahead.
And the right hand.
So, because I want to pattern after Toby and be humble, I will take only 1 copy.
Very much. Okay. I'm not lunch. Okay, so she will add everything together and maybe divide by. All right. Okay, for me and my household, I will take.
You have plenty also.
I mean, so do I. Position there. Okay.
8 copies.
Okay. I think I understand where you're coming from. I have plenty also. All right, without wasting much time, I'll take 4 copies. Thank you. All right. So I want to say a very big thank you to everyone for taking my mic and honoring my Soulful call. I want to say a great thank you. I don't take it for granted, and I hope when you see me outside, you'll still be able to say hello to me, especially Sister Vivian that I just called one amount for her. She took it. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you. So without wasting much time, we are rounding up now. The last thing I want to do is to call the man of the moment, the man of the hour, to come and give a vote of thanks. He's a wonderful guy. Please keep clapping. I'm still talking, but keep clapping. Great guy, humble, energetic. DJ wants you to dance. No, what is Is that France together from Togo
So I'd just like to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for making this evening a wonderful one. Thank you so much for all your kind words and everything that you shared. I feel so honored right now and so privileged to be able to go into the phase or the process of writing a book and publishing it and having people to celebrate this wonderful day with. It's not something that you have every day. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming. There are drinks and there's food to eat. And yeah, a lot of things were said, and most of them are correct. But if you still want to dash me money, I don't mind. I'm not that rich, I'm not super rich that you can't dash me money if you want to. So thank you so much, have fun and have a wonderful evening. God bless you, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Aside the book launch, can you display the barcode? You can also order this book online on Amazon. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Please reduce thank you. You can also order the book online, you can scan the barcode. You can also, aside launching or that you can also share it on your WhatsApp status, advise your contact to buy the book. That's how you can sell more copies and everything. So all of you that have platforms, you have maybe 5,000 contacts on WhatsApp, please just share it. People can order the book and write some nice things there. That's way to support your friend, please. Thank you very much. And also we have food, very importantly. We have food, we have drinks, and you can also try and network with 1 or 2 people before you go. Thank you very much. We are really grateful to have you. So from me, Toby Loba Odonusi, and from Teresa, we say thank you.
For the food, I think I need to confirm if it's going to be served or you have to stand up to pick it up. But please make sure you have something to eat. You don't want to miss our jollof rice, Niger jollof. So please have something to
Scheiß Alter, dann Schwein weg. Abwarten, wo kennt der? Wir haben die weitesten Feature Flex. Alle sind mit der Wasser. Schon los, ich will Wasser. Alle sind mit dem Wasser. Text me now, I'm rich motherfucker. Do it yourself, power. Kann am besten gehen. Lass mich raus. Wer will die Welt wieder raus? Schmeiß auf den Weg. Schau, was ich seh. Das ist immer mal da, meine süße Features now.
Alles gut, mein Kind. Mach dein Ding, aber such keinen Sinn und lass nicht auf.
Okay, hello everyone. I forgot to add that the author is here to personally sign copies. So please, if you have your money and want to purchase here at the store, he's going to sign, like, yeah, you can also make transfer, yeah. So he's going to personally sign the copies here before it goes. So that's an advantage, right? So you can actually buy here and you'll sign the copies yourself. Thank you very much. Yeah, so
fazer um negócio de depois. Mas pra saber que tem muitos. Coloca uma mensagem legal para que
Indulging my persona, revelation is in order. So the pressure can be under. Fire cooking, God don't bless me, mercy. You deserve this, I love it. You love your way, you show me. Bring it down, gym, body. You just pressing on selfish. You don't make me do like this. Girl, I got you, no worries. No worries, you did do me wow, wow. Start on my banana. Baby, I'm not shallow. You need to keep on. Like I love this, attention is the lie. Every no desire. You need to keep on. You did do me wow, wow, wow. Start on my banana. Baby, I'm not shallow. You need to keep on. Like I love this, attention is the lie. Every no desire. You need to keep on. Everything you do me, I like. My best friend, the love of my life. I know if you do it right. I believe I'm making back your shower. You want them to. But let me tell you, I did for you. I go run the matter for me and you. Make I be the reason believing to. My cookie and rosy. But don't just be noisy. Ladies are this kind of way. The love is very show me. Perhaps not dreaming by me. Because they see themselves to see. The way make me feel like this. Girl, I got you, no worries. No worries, you don't do me well. Start my mind down. Baby, you're inside out. Skin in the kitchen now. Yeah, I love you so. Attention if you lie. Every day is all out. Skin in the kitchen now.
Lâche la bâche, le reste de ma langue, enfin j'y vais parce que je veux là. Et puis, all I know, all I know, all I know, all I know is that when I did talk, I need to go. All I know is that when I did shoot, I need to go. All I know is that when I did talk, I need to go. All they know is that when I did shoot, I need to go. So, when they wanna cross, no, put them in the cross, no, follow me down, no, hit it down, no, so why they wanna drink, no, try for my friends, no, I don't wanna drink, oh, I don't wanna dance, no. Supposing I follow with my color like this and that, I'm dressed in black, opportunity may be waiting, I go they hit them pass, so I light my pass, light that man with my bump. There gotta not touch the monkey. Shake and yash for my money. Or the modus I'll follow the cipher country. I go fill my gas. Come, buy a cash. Buy a car. Short, my house for the dust. Cause all I know is that when I get caught, I need to go. All I know is that when I get shoot, I need to go. All I know is that when I get caught, I need to go. All they know is that when I get shoot, I need to go. So, I don't wanna cross, no, put them in the cross, come, love me that way, love, do it on that way, come, so I don't wanna break, love, out to my friends, no, I don't wanna break, I don't wanna dance,
I be always expect this piece, no money, no money, no money, you dey try us, you dey try me, no money, no money, we came here to party, no money, we came here to find. Give me a family, it's really been a man.
I feel like gas, come, higher cash, buy a car, short, my house for the dust,
Run for your life, they gon' come for your life. And I want you advice, bring a gun to the fight. Let it roll, keep the kills in the wife. Over here, shoot the real, let the real put the down. Let it roll. I ain't about to go, I got the motherfucker. Bring it to my door, on the street to the road. The thing about war, you will never know. Close the windows, don't get me on where I go. And I don't trust nothing but it's time to go. You bother you come on, when you pass from home. You crash out for me, cause I ride with my friends. Take the chance, you go on the day. Reflection on all the things I do. I'm not like anybody, cause they tell me something to me. I know before reflection. Everything that's good. See this money, no go. Now my heart is cold, so I can't stop. So I don't carry
It's possible to make it super small because I already had dinner. But I want to try it. I want to try it.
Hustle from Monday to Sunday. Hustle from Monday to Sunday. Hustle from Monday to Sunday. Don't save her, she don't wanna be there. Look at her body, she don't wanna be there. She wanna party, she don't wanna be there. The way I wish with it, I'm feeling it. Taking me second no reason. The flash girl, she wanna make me. Way too much for me, it's a shame I had to leave. I don't wanna be broke. Be like the days since the last day I was sober. I'm dedicated cause I know that it's closer. So I'll be grinding until the week is over.
Àfàmàjì mo fẹ́ parọ́ mi báyìí fún mi lówó. Iṣẹ́ kékeré ọ̀la bí ìjẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ tàbí ẹ̀rọ kan. Àsìgbè kò máa máa dúpẹ́ nítorí kòrè tó pọ̀ pọ̀ bí dọ́ọ̀dì. Ó pọ̀ bí 40. Bẹ́sẹ̀ fi lè. The camera just second pass. All over the universe. When I drop loud and people dance, I understand money in my shit, people pass. When to back and look at pop up, pass if I use it, we don't know if you can last. Like we like, I just keep on up and we are down. The giant must come like up for one love, to play love for 3 months. For the yours, ambitious, love for love, visibility of 32, I'm the one.
Isso é bastante comida. Pra levar pra casa? Vai ficar só atrás,
I feel like falling, but electricity. Life on a frequency, infinity. Steady on a different level. Life is not dirty. It's all about the energy, the mentality. I make it my party. Electricity, I know the frequency. I want to so just say, oh, nobody will do that. Jìgàn ẹsẹ̀ mi délẹ̀. And I do the stop shit back. Mo tún fẹ́ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó pàṣẹ. Àgbáwo bẹ̀rù tó fẹ́ tó sẹ́yìn. Àmọ́ra wa ṣe kẹ́. Àbúrò yàtọ̀ sábìlìtì. Ẹ sọ fún mi lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀lé. Ó máa gbá lórí ìtẹ̀lẹ́kọ́ ìwé promise. Àwọn tẹ̀kọ́ fún fọ́ọ̀kù mi. Lórí kò sẹ́yìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mẹ́rin bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ fi ní ẹ̀rí. Survive. Fatima. Who can do what I do with my money? If I go broke, I go container. Thanks for your concern, I can't manage. So don't worry about me, worry about your health. Underrated, but I'm still cashing out. You go short, you say I get money, but you pay. So don't want to spend on your own. Money, I'm on your own. I can guess you stay with your mommy and daddy at 35, alright. Okay, if I know granny, if I know granny, I could still granny. Let me tell you my body, let me see, my dear, she don't want to spend a lot. My dear, I'm not there. She don't want to spend a lot. My dear, I'm not there.
Thank you so much for making this evening a wonderful one. God bless you so much. Thank you so much.